prepared to get a little angry. Healthcare in the United States. Let's talk about healthcare in the United States. Let's talk about the fact that, every year 500,000 Americans go bankrupt because of unpaid medical bills. But, the health insurance industry is just doing just fine. The pharmaceutical industry is doing just fine. They're making profits. And, Rahm Emanuel, that guy, no one's running up to him saying, hey, get rid of my health insurance. And apparently, the wonderful people on Wall Street, well, health insurance stocks drive Wall Street rebound in regards to Biden's Super Tuesday wins. Oh, listen, here's what I think about Biden's Super Tuesday wins. He won in southern states, folks, okay, especially to the diehard, centrist, pragmatic Democrats. Have the southern states ever gone to the Democrats' state in electoral college? No. And no. I'm so sorry. No.
When the Democrats were super racist, they did.
Yeah, that is true.
It's saying something.
Here's what I'm bringing up.
Maybe we should look at Bloomberg.
Opening up 600 points after traders appeared. There's a resurgence would box out any chance of single payer or universal health care because, hey, why take care of the sick? Why should we worry about it? The healthcare industry has poured millions in ad buys against Senator Bernie Sanders. The industry has long been for Biden and has seen him as, oh my God, their white knight. Now, this is a quote from Dr. Adam Gaffrey, the president of Physicians for a National Health Program, and he is an outspoken Medicare for All advocate. He said of this that right now people need to start supporting Medicare for All. And more importantly, that the health insurance industry, they're the only winners out of Super Tuesday because, again, Biden, their white knight, is helping them out so much. And in fact, many agencies such as United Health Group, they rose 12%, Humana rose 1.25%, Anthem soared nearly 14%. And again, all of this is working out for them because they know that Biden is their centrist, pragmatic good boy. He will do what they say because at the end of the day, the only reason why Biden was ever relevant throughout this entire election cycle was because super PACs and billionaires were donating to his campaign, and now good old Mike Bloomberg is donating to his campaign because they're good friends. These billionaires are sociopaths, and yet at the end of the day, we don't have enough money to take care of our sick. We don't have the money to, help out the working class, but yet we have money to give these corporations tax breaks. We have money for endless wars. So, in spite of all this, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are angry. Here's what I think of the health insurance agencies basically doing well. The working class, we are struggling every single day, working 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet, and it's still not enough. And it's sickening, and it's gross. And I don't care if the stock market is rising up. Great. It's all manufactured. It's all there helping out those rich 1% people. So I decided to lighten the mood up with an attack ad that Bernie Sanders is giving directly towards good old Joe Biden so that the average voter hears exactly what Joe Biden is all about because Joe Biden is a hypocrite. Paul, if you would kindly please play that video for our viewers and subscribers. Guys, the fight is not over. We got to redouble and triple our efforts. Take it away, Paul.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I meant veterans benefits. I meant every single solitary thing in the government. And I not only tried it once, I tried it twice, I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time.
Well, we've got some bad news for them. We are not going to cut Social Security. We're going to expand benefits.
All right, and there you go. That is good old Bernie Sanders taking the fight against Joe Biden. Again, Joe Biden is someone who's cutting the health insurance, who's open to cutting Social Security programs and programs that are helping out the people. But yet when it comes down to the insurance agencies, he's their white knight. He is their friend. He is their pal. So on the one hand, I'm really glad that Bernie Sanders is starting to push back and starting to be aggressive and unapologetic. But on the other hand, guys, we got to open up the floor and really talk about Super Tuesday and now how all these establishment frauds are now uniting around Biden. Kira, Daniel, take it away. Kira.
Yeah, frauds is a great word for it, even though they're really great at putting on a happy face and saying, yeah, I've always, I would have always aligned this way, and they can easily be on the debate stage tearing each other down the day before, fraud is definitely what it looked like. But I just want to make it clear that even if the stock market does have a boost, about 7% of stocks are owned by 10% of the population. So there is actually no there's no transference of that to, I shouldn't say no, right? Very small transference of that to
Kira, it's a
working
good
class
thing.
or
It's a
middle
good
class
thing,
people.
Kira,
So,
right?
there is that. And then you also said, it's one industry that is winning after Biden's win. And I would assert that there are a lot more industries that are going to be winning if Biden wins the nomination. And if he wins the presidency, although I think Trump is going to be a big winner if Biden wins the nomination.
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt.
So we're going to go on a little bit later into more stuff directly with Biden, Super Tuesday, because there's a lot to unpack with that. But I think with this specific thing on healthcare, it shows exactly what we've already known, what we've already expected, what we already have dealt with this entire time. And that is money over people's lives is a thing that America is really big on. And again, I've brought this up before. Why is it that we have like school shootings, which are, horrible events that the news doesn't cover anymore because they don't make enough money, I suppose. They're too prolific, they're too regular to get people's attention. They have to be big enough, I suppose. But nonetheless, when someone does a school shooting, they are put in prison for life, or perhaps they're put to death. But when a health insurance company raises the price on insulin that kills 10,000 people a year, I don't know the exact numbers, but kills a number of people every single year, they don't get punished. They get bonuses because they made record profits. The inherent issue with the healthcare system is that we make the trade, and we're perfectly fine with it, apparently. Lives, money. Lose one, gain the other. And that's what Medicare for All is supposed to fix, is by taking over the payment method of the entire system. It's the country saying, lives matter more, money matters less. You're still going to make your profits. You're not going to lose money. Healthcare companies, don't worry. You're just not going to make the same quarterly profits you used to. Mm-hmm. And what we see when we see these insurance stocks shoot up, or these healthcare stocks shoot up, is we're seeing the market go, whew, I can kill more people.
Or is it that make profits off of being negligent and also killing people at the same time? Because this is what these corporations do. This is what they're about, which is why we have to redouble and triple our efforts to really make sure that we go into this nomination with more delegates. And at the end of the day, because we're going to be going more into this later on in the hour, but this is the time to fight for a better future. These health insurance industries, they are hurting people. They are not helping people. The rest of the world has figured out how to have Medicare for all and affordable health care. We somehow, haven't. Well, let's change that narrative.